Hello, my name is Alexio, and today we're going to be talking about Normani. It has now been 2 weeks since Normani released her debut album, Dopamine, and the numbers are in. Earlier this week, chart data reported that Dopamine debuted at number 91 on the Billboard 200 with 1,200 units sold. And as you can imagine, the reaction to this news online was not good. Most of the comments were extremely negative, and many commenters were mocking and laughing at the amount of albums sold. And while the debut numbers might not have been huge, I'm still glad that Normani got to release her first body of work. But to be honest, the whole entire rollout could have been better, and her team could have done more to push the record. For starters, the time between announcements and actual releases was aggravating. The announcements seemed sporadic and unplanned, and having to wait days without any follow-up was excruciating. And when the releases would come, there wouldn't be any kind of visuals. Not a visualizer, not a lyric video, nothing. It's been 2 weeks since the album's release, and we have no idea when we can expect to see visuals for these songs. That could be huge pop culture moments if they had videos. We also didn't get any live performances or any late night show appearances. And while her team did try to promote her on the internet with YouTube interviews, they simply didn't use the reach of the internet to their advantage. They could have honestly encouraged Normani to post more frequently on apps like TikTok and Instagram to further heighten the visibility and the awareness of the album's release. And they should have had her on bigger platforms and really hammered in the album into people's minds. It felt like no one outside of the fan base knew about this album, and that shouldn't have been the case because this is Normani's debut, and her team could have maximized the sales by almost double the amount had they promoted it better. The sales weren't spectacular, but Normani definitely has room to grow. I don't care what anyone has to say, they could call her all types of flops and go on about how Twitter hype doesn't match the sales. The bottom line is the album is good and it's a solid body of work. And like I've said before, streaming and the obsession with stats and sales have sucked the fun out of music completely. No one thinks for themselves anymore, and it's all about numbers and stats. But truth be told, numbers do not make an album great. The music and the passion behind it does. And Normani released a great first album. But anyways, those were my thoughts. Let me know what you guys thought about Normani's album sales in the comments down below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye!